DDLB means don't die like a bitch. It sounds derogatory, but I choose to name it this way because it stresses just how shameful it is not to follow this rule. DDLB is the art of finding the silver lining in a super bad situation. If you're about to die, you don't wimp out in that moment and go limp, but instead turn around and try to gain positives as best you can. Even if you were to die, you may take someone to hell with you. Your grave is deep enough for two people. Dying like a bitch is where you try to preserve your life even when doing so will ultimately cost you more, or when it was impossible to survive the situation, yet you tried anyways, thus making the attempt entirely pointless. This is insanely important to understand. It doesn't mean that you should be stupid and always go for the risk plays either. DDLB is the art of understanding how to read the situation and if the risk involved is within reasonable parameters. It is also being able to recognize whether or not doing nothing will cost you more than simply having tried anything. Think of it this way, the instincts of most people when they're attacked is to just run away. Death is bad, so avoiding death must be good. That's fine and all, but only if your choices were dying or running away. If you ever have the choice of fighting back, then it's a choice you should consider taking. If you die, then your opponent will get to take an advantage such as a tower, more farm and experience, or simply have a chance to heal and regroup. If you run away, the same thing can happen since you basically did nothing but abandon the spot. If you stand your ground, even if you die, you can cause enough damage to either kill the target and even out the score, or prevent the enemy from getting more advantages beyond your death. Hell, you may even straight out come out the victor in that situation for whatever reason, and all of a sudden you've caused a massive swing in your favor, but this won't happen unless you actually do something, even if it's dangerous. In team fights, you sticking around even at low health or simply pushing out as much damage as possible knowing full well you're going to die is a huge advantage to your team. You being around your teammates means the enemy has to consider your threat and may even have to use resources on you that could have been used on your teammates. Remember, even a dying cobra can land a lethal bite onto a careless assailant. Your crowd control, your spells, and damage have the same value no matter how much health you have. Dying like a bitch is basically when you cause yourself to lose more than you should have because you weren't brave enough or smart enough to take a chance. Playing not to lose is much more different than playing to win. This channel is supported by my sponsors, Crunchyroll, Pro Build Systems, and Loot Crate. Check out the description below for links to the websites. Signing up for any trials, including Crunchyroll's free anime trial, greatly supports my channel. Also remember to give the video a like to support the channel and subscribe if you haven't yet.